Jane, I just wanted to say thank you again so much for that lovely cake that you got us. I was wondering what this good cooler bag that got delivered was all about, and it was a lovely cake. So thanks again for the gift. We can't wait to enjoy it tonight.
Hold on a second. What the heck are you talking about? You know that cake isn't for you to eat, don't you? I only sent that cake as a gift to my brother for getting a new job. So that means he's the only one who should be eating it.
Sorry, you mean that you sent the cake to our house, but it's actually only for John?
That's right. And it's because he got a great new job at one of the largest companies in the world. Of course, I expect nothing less of him.
Sorry, what exactly are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Surely you know this. I mean, he's going to be getting paid $150,000 a year. And that's only the entry salary. I guess we can finally say that my brother has made it to the big leagues, huh? So anyways, that's why I, as his little sister, wanted to help him celebrate this huge accomplishment. So I really worked hard at my part-time job to save up and afford to get something from a nice bakery.
Jane, I really don't know how to break this to you, but John is still unemployed.
Wait a second, Marie. Are you seriously telling me you don't even know that your husband has found a job? Has he not told you, or do you just not care about what goes on in his life? Honestly, you really should at least try to be more caring and attentive wife, you know?
Excuse me? And just what in the world is that supposed to mean?
Ugh. And the fact that you're keeping this charade up is just so disrespectful. You do realize that the reason my brother has been looking for a job so hard this past year is because you make so little, right?
Well, I'm not going to pretend like I work for some fabulously huge company or anything like that. But I am in the upper management of my company, and I don't think my salary is all that small.
I don't care how high up you get in your company. It's still nothing compared to what other larger companies could offer. I bet that even after all this time working there, you're probably barely taking in $50,000.
Actually, I make more than double that amount, thank you very much. In fact, I've been the one sending money back to your parents instead of John.
Oh, please. You think that I'm just going to fall for such a bold-faced lie like that? I know the truth. And you're through.
I really don't know what you could possibly mean by that.
I mean, I know that this whole time John has been looking for a job, that he's also been sending money back home through his personal savings. And even though he didn't have to keep sending it after he quit his job, he still kept it up the entire time. He really is such an amazing brother and a great son to our parents. I am so proud of him.
Jane, you know that we've talked about this before. I'm not bragging about anything. The truth is that I was sending the money. I don't think that John has ever had any real savings to speak of.
Wow. Do you ever get sick of lying to people like that? How dare you even talk to me that way when you're so ugly?
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. Did you seriously just send that message?
I just have no idea what my brother was thinking about getting married to you. I just wished you two could get a divorce already. Then maybe he could move back in with all of us here at his real home.
That's really what you want to happen to your brother and I?
I don't really care at all what happens to you, but you better not touch that cake. I'm serious when I say it's only for my brother. If I find out that you even had a crumb, there will be consequences.
Hey, John, are you there? What's this news I'm hearing about you finding a new job? Is that really true? Because this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Well, it's just that your sister sent us a cake. She said it was to celebrate you finding a new job at some huge company somewhere. Is that really true? Because that would be really amazing if it were.
Did Jane really go and do that for us?
Well, I just wanted to double check with you, since you haven't mentioned anything about that to me. In fact, I thought you said that you were going to the temp agency again today to look for work. So what's the truth here?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Marie. It's been a year since I quit my job, and I seriously don't think I can keep looking anymore. But I was getting sick of everyone asking me about the job hunt, so I just told Jane that I found something.
I see. And that's why Jane thought she had the right to talk down to me. Because she was really lying to me for not knowing that my husband had found a new job. Not only that, but she said that the whole reason you quit your job in the first place was because I wasn't making enough money. I was just curious if you had any idea where she might have gotten some of those notions.
Well, the thing is that I haven't actually told my family why I had to leave my last job. So I just kind of gave them a story I thought they would buy.
I see. Because even when I tried to explain to your sister that I was the one sending money back to them, she accused me of lying. You know, I really hate being called a liar when I'm telling the truth.
I know, but think about the position I'm in. If I get caught in this lie, things will get really bad for me. So please, I'm asking you, as my wife, to just hold off talking to anyone else about this, please.
I see. And when your family starts ordering me to leave you, should I just sit there and take that too?
What are you talking about? Who was saying that to you?
Well, it's what your sister said she wishes we would do. She wanted us to break up so that you can move back in with your family.
I see. You know, that's actually not such a terrible idea. Maybe I should just move back in with my parents.
Wait, what? You don't actually mean that, do you?
Well, I've actually been thinking about it for some time. I was thinking that it's been so hard to find a job that maybe we could just be apart. Until I do finally find something.
John, literally, what are you talking about? What does living together have to do with you finding a job?
I just feel like I'm always under so much pressure to be finding work when I'm at home.
And do you think that has anything to do with the fact that you haven't had a job in over a year?
That's not fair. I've been trying really hard just to find a job, while you've been having a successful career. It's just really depressing for me to have to watch that happen while I get nothing.
I really don't understand you. When you quit your job, I agreed to support us both with my salary and help support your family as well. And now you're telling me that I'm the reason you can't find a job?
I'm just saying that living with you makes me feel like I have a ton of pressure on me to find something, you know? And it's like no matter how hard I try, I know I'll never catch up to you.
But you're telling me that if you go back and live with your parents, that you'll be able to find a job.
I just think that I'd feel a lot better if there wasn't so much pressure for me to have to do so. Although, maybe we should try something new. How about you go back to live with your parents instead? And I stay here in the house.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. But you still have to send me money every month. I think maybe $1,500 a month should do it.
So you're now telling me that not only do I have to move out of the house, but I still have to send you money to support you?
Well, duh. You know that I don't have a job. You're the only one who makes money around here.
Well, if I go back to living with my parents, then I'm going to be supporting them instead so that I don't become a burden.
Oh, come on, don't do that. I promise, I really am going to try hard to find a job. Besides, you still need to keep sending money to my parents as well.
So you want me to keep sending them $1,000 a month and you $1,500? Do you really think I can afford that?
Well, don't worry. I'll find a job right away. An even better one than I had before. Then we can go back to splitting all the costs.
I still don't see why I should have to go home to live. I mean, we have a guest house. Why don't I just stay there?
What would even be the point of that? How could I bring chicks over if you're still around?
Excuse me? Chicks? And just who are these chicks that you're bringing around?
I just meant some other women. Women I know who are looking for jobs as well. I've met some people at the temp agency who I've gotten close to, and we agreed to talk about our job hunts and share tips. You didn't think that I meant anything else than that, right?
Well, if that's all you're going to be doing with these chicks, I don't see why I can't just stay in the guest house. No, if you have no further objections, I'll move my stuff out there and agree not to tell anyone the truth about your job hunt.
Hey, Marie. I thought my brother told you that he wanted you gone. Why don't you just go home? And how dare you not support my brother in his new job?
Jane, what are you talking about right now?
I am talking about John's new job. I knew that he asked you to leave him alone for a bit so he can concentrate on his new job. But you told him that you didn't want to because you didn't feel like it? Do you realize that working for such a huge company means that John is always under pressure? You need to give him the space he needs to work efficiently.
What work is he even concentrating on? He wants me gone so that he can invite over other women. I don't see why I should go home and let that happen.
Ugh. You are such a pain to deal with. Do you know that? How dare you just ignore an order from your husband? I knew that I was right to file your divorce papers myself.
Divorce papers? What are you talking about now?
I saw my brother struggling, so I helped him out just a little. But now it's time for you to go back to where you came from. I've already set up everything. You two are divorced, and there's no reason for you to stay with my brother any longer.
Are you really saying what I think you're saying right now?
That's right. I really outdo myself sometimes. And now that you are split up, you have no right to be living in that house with him. So just do as my brother commanded and go home.
You're kidding me. You mean you just sent off our divorce papers without talking to either of us?
I told you that I wish you two would just break up for a long time now. But I realized it wasn't going to happen without a little intervention. So I did what has to be done. I signed and sent off your divorce papers.
I see. Well, good luck with your unemployed brother then.
What are you talking about?
I'm tired of you all, and I don't care to explain. So I'm just going to pack up my things and go home. You should know that I did my best to encourage John to find a new job, but now it's not my problem anymore.
Wait, no, seriously. What are you talking about? What do you mean? John is unemployed? He has a job. He's had one for a while now? He's working hard at a huge company, isn't he?
No, that was just a lie he told you. Of course you thought I was lying to you. but I was only ever being honest.
What do you mean? How could he be lying to me?
Well, he lied about finding a job. He hasn't had any work since he quit his last job over a year ago.
But wait, that can't be right. My brother would never, ever lie to me. I know that he found a job with a huge company, and that he left his old job to be able to take care of all of us. He worked himself to the bone for the past year trying to get to this position.
You're forgetting that I also didn't make enough money for him. Of course, that's not really why he quit. He quit because he was being sued by a young woman from his office. Not just any young woman, but the daughter of the company president, in fact. One reason John hasn't been able to find any work is because he's basically been blacklisted from the industry by his last boss. And that's how things have been for the past year.
Are you kidding me? That can't be right at all. There's no way that my brother would be fired for something like that. I refuse to believe it.
Well, you can believe it or not, but you might want to check with John himself about this. Because it was then that I decided I wanted to divorce him. But he begged me not to leave him until he found a job. I even have footage filmed of him begging me not to leave him for his mistake. I can send you the video, but you aren't going to like what you see.
No, that's impossible. My brother wouldn't really do that.
Ugh, like seriously, Jane. I've been the one supporting your lazy brother and your entire family since forever, okay? John made it clear that I had to take over the financial burden because he couldn't handle it anymore. Duh.
Oh, so now you're saying that you weren't lying when you claimed you were sending money to my family? Seriously?
Oh my gosh. Pay attention, Jane. That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. But of course, you accused me of being a big fat liar. Like, thanks for the trust, or should I say, lack thereof?
Well, excuse me for not believing you right away. It's not like you've always been the most honest person, Marie. And as for my brother, he's not a good for nothing. He's just going through a tough time. And maybe your nagging wasn't helping.
Oh, please. Your brother had the nerve to blame me for his own incompetence. He said my mere presence was pressuring him to find a job. Can you believe that? And now you're telling me that John went ahead and ended our marriage without even consulting me? Like, what a great way to handle things, right? Well, you know what? Now that it's all over, I don't see any reason to stick around and deal with this nonsense.
Fine. If that's how you feel, go ahead and leave. Maybe it's for the best. You clearly don't appreciate my brother or the efforts he's made. And if you think you're better off without us, then good riddance.
Oh, trust me, Jane. I am better off without you and your dysfunctional family. I don't need this drama in my life. Once I'm out of here, I won't have to deal with any of you ever again. And honestly, that sounds like a dream come true.
Yeah, whatever, Marie. Just go already. We'll manage just fine without you and your constant complaining. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Oh, don't worry, Jane. I won't be sticking around long enough for that to happen. I'm out of here, and good riddance to all of you annoying people.
Marie, please don't do this. Don't leave me.
I'm afraid it's too late to undo this. Besides, your sister was the one who divorced us. But at least you should have no problem finding a new job now.
No! I can't do it now! My parents are going to start telling me to find a job, and it's never going to happen.
What do you mean? Do your parents know the truth?
Yes. I don't know how, but they found out the truth and they're furious with me now. They told me they thought I was looking for a job this whole time. Then they demanded that I pay you back for all the money that you had been sending them. And finally they said they never wanted to see me again.
Oh, wow. That's even better than I thought. And here I was thinking that I would never get that money back. Make sure to tell your parents, thanks for me.
Please. Marie, I need you now. I swear that I'll really start looking for a job, and I'll pay back for everything. Just please don't leave me. If I don't find a job, my family is really going to stop talking to me.
And why is that my problem? You're my ex-husband. So leave me out of this.
Marie, you don't really mean that, do you?
Of course I do. I've been supporting you and your family for the past year while you've sat around doing nothing. Then you have the gall to lie to your family and tell them I'm the reason you quit? On top of that, you let your sister get away with insulting me as a lazy liar while you let her believe you had found work. And then after all that, you really try to tell me that I'm the reason you couldn't find any work up until now? Well, I have had it with you and your family. And once this divorce is all over and done with, I never ever want to see you again.
Marie, please listen to me. I'm begging you. I need you right now more than ever. I promise I'll start actively searching for a job and I'll turn things around. I'll make it up to you and fix everything that went wrong. Just please don't leave me hanging like this. If I can't find a job soon, my family will completely cut me off, and I don't know what I'll do.
And why exactly is that my problem, John? You're my ex-husband, remember? We're not together anymore. So why should I be responsible for your struggles? Leave me out of your mess.
Marie, I can't believe you're saying this. We may not be together anymore, but we shared a life, and I thought we still cared for each other. I never intended to burden you or take advantage of your support. I know I've made mistakes, but I'm genuinely trying to make things right. I need your understanding and support, even if it's just as a friend.
Of course I mean it, John. I have been supporting you and your family for a whole year while you've sat around doing nothing. And to top it off, you lied to them, blaming me for your decision to quit working. I can't believe I was put in that position. Not to mention, your sister insulted me, calling me a lazy liar while you let her believe you had found employment. After all of that, you have the audacity to blame me for your lack of work. I have reached my breaking point with you and your family. Once this divorce is finalized, I want nothing to do with you ever again.
Marie, I'm truly sorry for everything. I never meant to deceive you or let things spiral out of control. I take full responsibility for my actions and the pain that I've caused you. I know words alone won't fix things, but please give me a chance to make amends. I'll do whatever it takes to regain your trust and respect. I just hope that one day you might find it in your heart to forgive me.
John, it's not just about forgiveness anymore. It's about self-respect and protecting my own well-being. I can't keep investing my energy and emotions into a relationship that has caused me so much pain and disappointment. I need to prioritize myself and move on from all of this. I hope you can understand that. After that, Jane began texting me, desperately asking for money since I had stopped sending money to John's family. In the end, she barely managed to graduate college. She did end up finding a job, but it was at a very small company that was near the bottom of her list of places she'd like to work. I heard that even John managed to find a job, but had to bite the bullet and take over a 50% cut in pay while living at home. His parents forced him to send part of his paycheck back to me to pay back all I had given them. When he sent me the final payment, he asked if I could think about getting back together with him. I just blocked his number and never talked to him again. After we divorced, I moved into a nice condo by myself and have been readjusting to single life. I've also finally been able to afford to send money to my own parents, who are glad to hear I got out of such a horrible marriage.